Just a couple of years ago, I found a video on YouTube that explained the whole Big Bang Theory. I was blown away. I started laughing. It was just as ridiculous as the six 24-hour days of creation theory. The idea of compressing all of the matter in the universe into the size of a pinhead, a singularity, is ridiculous. What pinhead came up with that idea? I saw that the only difference between creationism and the Big Bang is how long it took and who did it. Creation would have you believe the earth and the whole universe was created in 144 hours and God did it, and the Big Bang would have you believe it happened in 13.7 billion years ago and nobody did it. I couldn't help but to imagine a group of scientists sitting around one day and laughing at the gullibility of people who believe in creationism. And having one of the scientists make a bet with the other scientists, I can imagine him saying, I bet, because we're scientists and we're supposed to know these things, that we can come up with a theory just as ridiculous as creationism, and because of who we are, millions of people will believe it, and even some of the best minds will come up with evidences to support it. I can imagine it because that is probably what happened. I'm old enough to remember when the Big Bang became the hot debate, and there were millions of people who believed it just because it was scientific and some of the best names in science supported it. So now let's look at the features of the Big Bang. The universe, according to them, is 13.7 billion years old. How did they come up with that figure? Well, it turns out that is as far as our telescopes can see into space. In other words, if we can't see it, it doesn't exist. Nothing exists beyond our ability to see, right? I don't think so. I believe there are many things that out there beyond our ability to see that are true. If the scientific view is to be believed, the universe is a bubble, and the earth is the center of the visible universe according to the reckoning. The only problem with that idea is that if the earth is the center of the universe, then we should be in a void. But we're not in a void, and everything in the universe is not expanding away from us. The universe is expanding away from some other point in space outside the bubble. So now let's look at the truth. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. If you want to know the truth, the whole truth, you have to know Jesus. I can give you a little more truth than most people, but the truth I can give you is only a fraction of all the truth that's available from Jesus. If you want to know more than I know, you got to know Jesus. So over the years, Jesus taught me about the creation of the earth. I made a series of videos about the vision the Lord showed me about that. And from that, he added to that, line upon line, precept on precept, until I came to the understanding I now have. I expect that as I continue to study on the subject, I will come to a greater understanding. Let me tell you the vision the Lord showed me about the universe. The star at the center of our galaxy makes stars. Looking outside the bubble of our visible universe, I saw a star that is making galaxies. This other star is as much bigger than the star at the center of our galaxy as the star at the center of our galaxy is bigger than our sun. It's huge. Our bubble of a universe is just a speck among the uncountable number of galaxies that surround us and that fill the galaxy of galaxies. But that's not the end of it. Looking beyond the galaxy of galaxies, there is a plasma membrane that encases the galaxy that acts like the plasma membrane of plants. Looking beyond that, I saw that the galaxy of galaxies is just one of an uncountable number of cells in a cell body of galaxies. I saw a star at the center of the cell body that is as much bigger than the star at the center of the galaxy-making galaxy as is bigger than the star at the center of our galaxy. But that's not the end of it either. There's one more step. Going out to the edge of the cell body and looking across the expanse of dark matter, space is filled with cell bodies that are just as big as the cell body we are part of, and the nearest ones are so far from our cell body that they and all the other cell bodies appear as stars in the nighttime sky. And there and there is no end to the cell bodies. I talked about forever, that it can be segmented into beginnings and ends. There was a forever when there was only spiritual organization and no physical organization. The start of the forever of physical organization was glorious to behold. Space was full of dark matter. Then suddenly, all of space simultaneously lit up as the stars that were to be the centers of cell bodies ignited into existence. Talk about a big bang when the whole of infinite space lights up. Questions or comments, put them in, questions or other comments, put them in the comment section below. Thank you and God bless you.